You're gonna learn today. Okay, so this is something that I've been dealing with a lot lately, and I think I'm wearing the proper uniform for this lesson. It's dealing with loneliness. I made a decision, I don't know, years ago, that there were certain things I just wasn't gonna do. Like, I don't drink. That excludes me from a lot of activities, from a lot of social interactions, because I choose not to do that. I made a decision years ago that I want to pursue my passion. And I didn't really pursue it heavily years ago, but it was still there. It was something that I wanted to do. And now I'm finally in a position where I'm pushing with more effort towards accomplishing that. And you have a choice all the time. You can do one thing or you can do something else. What do? Each decision leads you down a different path. The question is, what path are you going to go down? Now, there's the easy choice, which isn't always right, and there's the right choice, which isn't always easy. Now, recently, I've had to make the right choice, which has been hard. And the right choice has been to keep to myself, stay in my room, my studio, work on this project, because if I put in a little bit of time now, it would theoretically pay off for later. So this little bit of loneliness where I'm not going out and being as outgoing and as social as I want to be or used to be, this time is an investment, a short-term investment relative to my life that can pay off huge dividends later on. Now, the question is, will it pay off? I don't know exactly because I haven't been through this before, but I'm hoping that it does. Worst case scenario, I'm learning something. But I wanted to share this because I don't think it's a conversation that's had enough. It can be extremely, extremely lonely when you're trying to pursue something that's on a bigger, grander scale. I don't have a lot of friends that I can share this with. And even if I was hanging out with my friends, this type of content right now, or what I'm working on, it's not something that I can really involve them in anyway. It's something that I have to do on my own. So even if we were hanging out, either this wouldn't get my full attention or they wouldn't get my full attention, so something has to give. I don't know how I get through. Maybe it's because I'm used to it. Maybe it's because I had a whole lifetime of growing up and kind of like being alone. And I guess it's like a level of comfort for me. I'd much rather be around people, but I'm okay being alone. Sometimes. And then there's times where it just gets to you, like, and I think this is interesting. I think this is sort of like fate kind of getting in your way and making you make the right decision. And I probably talked about this before, but it's the idea that my phone, nothing, silent, no texts, no calls, no messages. It's like nobody knows I exist. Nobody cares. And because I don't have those distractions, I'm able to focus on something else. I go, well, no one seems to be responding to me, so what do? Well, I can sit around and watch TV or surf the internet or go to sleep, or I can work on my project with no interruptions, and I don't have to feel guilty about ignoring someone because they're ignoring me. It's perfect. So it's like you get to a certain point where you've had enough loneliness and you go, okay, I'm ready to hang out with someone, right? I'm ready. And nobody responds. Nobody cares. It feels like nobody cares. It's almost like fate steps in and says, you're not done yet. You're not done with your loneliness phase yet. You still have something you have to do. Like this project that I'm working on, I'm not done. Like I'm not close to done. Like this, not even close. So for me to be like, oh, I'm good now. I'm good with my lonely phase. I can go hang out with people now. technically I should be putting in more time. Now you can look at it and be like, well, like how much time is too much time? How much time is enough? Every day that I'm stuck doing something that I don't want to do, like working a job I don't want to work and having the same situation that I've always had, the pain of that reminds me of all the times that I've wasted, all the opportunity that I've let go of, all the moments in the past where I could have put this time in years ago and been further ahead. Fortunately and unfortunately, that didn't happen. It's fortunate that didn't happen because I probably wasn't ready, and it's unfortunate because I wish I had done it so I could be in a better position now. So I can't be the only one dealing with this right now or in general. Loneliness it's tough because we're social creatures. Humans are social creatures. And when you don't have that connection and you feel like you're outside of the tribe, like nobody cares about you, it is a very, very hard feeling. What's getting me through it is the belief, which is the core concept of this whole thing, and I think that's the most powerful piece of this, having the belief that it's all going to work out. This is only temporary. It'll be okay. This is the bigger picture. I look at it like hanging out with people is always going to be there. That's always going to be an option. But this opportunity right now to work on this project with this kind of time that I have, this might not be there. So I put in the work now for the potential payoff later. Loneliness happens. It happens when you make the right decision, the right choice, which isn't the easy choice. But if you can get through that and you can get used to that and get comfortable with yourself, it'll make you better for dealing with people when you're back in that social scene again. So if you're dealing with loneliness, have that belief that it's not going to be forever. If you have something that you're focusing on and that's causing the loneliness, then understand that that'll pay off. And if you're just lonely just because you're not being social, then go out and be social. But if you can harness that pain, like that pain energy, I'm going to call it, the pain energy of loneliness, like this feeling it's rough, it's hard. But you hear stories about entrepreneurs and you hear stories about people who have been successful. They've gone through this. You've never really heard the story like this, like they never sat down in front of a camera and told you, but you heard the moments, like they've been there. And it's hard to believe when you look back at from their success and you go, oh yeah, sure you were. But when you look at someone who's going through it, like that struggle, it makes it more real. So I'm just going to keep focusing. I'm going to keep believing that it'll all work out. And it has to.